Welcome to Sunya Talks. Today we are going to read the Ekotara Agama and study the Ekotara Agama. It is translated from Sanskrit to Chinese by Gautama Sangadeva from Kushan Empire during Eastern Qing Dynasty, and from Chinese to English by Dhanachara Nagajiva. SIF team is working under the guidance of the Dhanachara Nagajiva to come up with these translations. Today we have got the presence of Dr. Lim, the founder of Sunniti International Foundation. Welcome, Doctor.
Yeah.
Welcome, Doctor.
Morning,
Good morning.
Yeah. Also, we have got Baji, who is going to be the reader for the session today. And before we start our sutra study, let's have our Sunya meditation, red bell practice, reverse countdown from 9 to 0. So, Dr. Rajesh Severa is not feeling well, so he couldn't join this session. So, we will continue our study of EA 26.9 Shariputra. Doctor, last time we left this sutra in between. It is talking about the Maha Moggalayan and Sariputra's Parinirvana. And
Yeah.
so we will continue reading from point number 58. I welcome Baji to read.
At that time, Maha Mudgalayayana personally prepared a seat in an open area and sat down. He entered the first jhana, then emerged to enter the second jhana. From the second jhana, he entered the third. From the third, he entered the fourth jhana. Emerging from the fourth jhana, he entered the sphere of infinite space. From infinite space, he entered the sphere of infinite consciousness. From infinite consciousness, he entered the sphere of nothingness. From nothingness, he entered the sphere of neither perception or non-perception. From this state, he entered the fire-light samadhi. From fire-light samadhi, he entered water-light samadhi. From water-light samadhi, he entered the cessation of perception and feeling. Emerging from cessation, he re-entered water-light samadhi. From water-light, he returned to fire-light samadhi. From firelight, he entered the neither perception nor non-perception attainment. From this state, he returned to nothingness, then successively to infinite consciousness, infinite space, the four jhanas in reverse order. Emerging from the first jhana, he flew through the air, sitting, lying down, and walking while manifesting 18 miraculous transformations, emitting fire from his upper body and water from below, or vice versa, displaying his supernatural powers. Then the Venerable Maha Mudgalayayana descended back to his seat. Sitting cross-legged with upright body and concentrated mind, he again entered the first jhana, progressing through the same sequence from first to fourth jhana through the four formless attainments: infinite space, infinite consciousness, nothingness, neither perception or non-perception, into firelight and waterlight samadhis. Then the cessation of perception and feeling, he reversed the sequence back through all these states. Emerging from the first jhana again, he progressively entered the second, third and fourth jhanas. Upon emerging from the fourth jhana, he immediately attained parinirvana. Thus did Maha Mudgalayana pass into final liberation. At that time, the earth shook violently. Devas descended from the heavens to pay homage to Mahamudgalayana, bringing celestial offerings of fragrant flowers and playing divine music, plucking lutes, singing and dancing in midair to honor the Venerable One. When Venerable Mahamudgalayana attained Parinirvana, Devas filled the sky for 1 yojana around Nalaka village. Many bhikshus came scattering flowers upon his remains. The Bhagavan travelled from Rajagriha with 500 bhikshus to Nalaka village, where shortly after Shariputra and Mahamudgalayana's parinirvana. He sat in silence, observing the assembly. This Sangha has suffered great loss, he said. Wherever Shariputra and Mahamudgalayana dwelled became scared ground. They alone could subdue all heretics. At that time, the Bhagavan addressed the bhikshus. Marvelous and extraordinary is the work of the Buddhas. They have these two wise and spiritually accomplished disciples who attain parinirvana. Yet the Tathagata feels no sorrow. Even if past Tathagatas, as numerous as the Ganges, sands, had such wise and accomplished disciples, and even if future Buddhas arise, they too will have such disciples. Bhikshus, now that there are two kinds of giving in the world. What are the two? They are material giving, wealth, and dharma giving. Bhikshus, if you seek material giving, you should seek it from Bhikshus, Shariputra and Mudgalayana. But if you seek dharma giving, you should seek it from me. Why? Because I, the Tathagata, have no material gifts to offer. Today, you may make offerings to the relics of Bhikshus, Shariputra and Mudgalayana. Then Ananda said to the Buddha, how should we make offerings to the relics of Shariputra and Mudgalayana? The Bhagavan replied, gather various fragrant flowers and erect 4 stupas at the crossroads. The reason is this, if one builds a stupa, there are 4 kinds of people worth of a stupa. What are the 4? A Chakravartin is worthy of a stupa, an Arhant who has destroyed the taints is worthy of a stupa, a Pratyeka Buddha is worthy of a stupa, and the Tathagata is worthy of a stupa. Then Ananda said to Bhagavan, for what reason should a stupa be erected for the Tathagata, and for what reason should stupas be erected for Pratyeka Buddhas, Arhants who have destroyed the taints, and Chakravartin? The Bhagavan replied, you should now understand that a Chakravartin Dharma king himself practices the 10 wholesome actions, Dashakushala Karmapada, cultivates the 10 meritorious qualities, Dasha Punya Dharma, and also teaches others to uphold these 10 virtues. Where are the 10? First, he himself refrains from killing and teaches others not to kill. Second, he himself refrains from stealing and teaches others not to steal. Third, he himself refrains from sexual misconduct and teaches others to refrain from it. Fourth, he himself refrains from false speech and teaches others not to lie. Fifth, he himself refrains from frivolous speech and teaches others to avoid it. Sixth, he himself refrains from malice and teaches others to abandon malice. Seventh, he himself refrains from quarrels and teaches others not to engage in disputes. Eighth, he himself maintains right mindfulness and teaches others not to be confused in thought. Ninth, he himself holds right view and teaches others to uphold right view. 10. Bhikshus, you should know that because a Chakravarti possesses these 10 merits, a stupa should be erected for him. Then Ananda said to the Bhagavan, for what reason should stupas be erected for the disciples of Tathagata? The Bhagavan replied, Ananda, you should know that an Arhant who has destroyed the taints will never again enter the cycle of existence. Pure like celestial gold with the 3 poisonous and 5 hindrances never arising again. For this reason, a stupa should be erected for the disciples of Tathagata. Ananda asked the Buddha, for what reason should a stupa be erected for a Pratyeka Buddha? The Bhagavan replied, a Pratyeka Buddha awakens by himself without a teacher, removes all fetters, and will never again enter a womb. For this reason, a stupa should be erected for him. Then Ananda said to the Bhagavan, for what reason should a stupa be erected for Tathagata? The Bhagavan replied, therefore, Ananda, the Tathagata possesses the 10 powers and 4 fearlessness. He subdues the unsubdued, liberates the unliberated, enables those without the path to attain the path, and cause those not reaching nirvana to attain nirvana. Seeing this, people rejoice greatly. Thus, Ananda, a stupa should be erected for the Tathagata. This is why a stupa should be erected for Tathagata. When Ananda heard what the Buddha said, they followed it with joy.
Yeah. This is also called a long sutra.
Yes, sir.
Actually,
Yes,
this
doctor.
sutra is divided into a few sections. First is again the 4 jhana and the 4 infinite consciousness. You see, when you practicing this sunya, this thing, when you come to jhana, first there are 4 jhana. 1, 2, 3, 4. After the 4 jhana, if you go further, then you go to this infinite space. Yeah, your consciousness, you feel all the space, no? Okay. Then the infinite is consciousness. Okay. There is a saying that this space itself is a consciousness. No? They are full of consciousness. The space is not null and void. There's the space, there's some sort of consciousness there. Okay, then there is infinite consciousness. Then you go further, is infinite perception. Now all the feeling, no. Then neither perception nor non-perception. So we enter a stage where you see when you come to the highest sunya, this nothingness, no. So there is no perception. There is also no perception because you try to hold no perception itself is a perception. Okay, this thing. So you have to carry all this thing. But according to the teaching of Buddha, okay, then it's better that you go to the fourth jhana. No need to go further. When you go further, so you wouldn't have anything. You wouldn't have in your enlightenment. Okay, this is the thing. If we go to the infinite, this consciousness. You see, Buddha, before he entered this what they call enlightenment, he already achieved quite a high level, no? Through his through his teacher to teach him. Can you hear me? You know,
The video is blocked, but we can hear you, doctor.
you can hear me?
Yeah,
So,
everybody speak.
Yeah, no, actually, for this Zen jhana, don't need to worry about all the level. You just know the first jhana and the fourth jhana. The first jhana is that you feel peaceful, you feel serene. Then everybody, definitely you have the kind of, probably you complete 100 counts, you should be able to achieve the first jhana. Okay, after you practice for a few days now, you should achieve the first jhana. So the first jhana are very easy to achieve. Okay. Now, then the second jhana, third jhana, you don't need to worry much about. You need to understand the fourth jhana. How do you know you already entered the fourth jhana? That your breathing almost stopped.
Okay.
Very important indication of fourth jhana. If your breathing is still very coarse, if your breathing is still very obvious now, definitely you're not in the fourth jhana. Okay, these are the things. So when you come to the fourth jhana, is the time where the enlightenment happens. No? The enlightenment always happens during the fourth jhana. And this sutra is at the very later stage of Buddha already. You see, this Sariputra and Mokkallana already started to enter Parinibbana. Okay, so Buddha, the teaching is that anything that is taking the form of rupa, there is a beginning, there is an ending. The body, you know. So everyone, you know, will perish, including Sariputra, including Mokkallana, including Tathagata. Okay, then the only thing is that, so after that they go for cremation. Cremation also, those, they have a lot of sarila, the relics. When they burn, they come out something like pearl, no? There's a lot of relics, no? And these relics normally they put into a small container, then they mix with jewels, everything. Then they cover with stupa.
Okay.
So the stupa is a building to protect the relics. So the stupa is a very solid structure. There's no opening. Okay, so you can enter the stupa. Everything covered. Why? To protect the relics. So the relic will be protected right inside the stupa. So the only thing that Buddha allowed the what they call the disciple to build is stupa. He never asked them to build a statue for him. No statues. Okay, only stupa. So stupa is the place where they keep the relics so that people can remember those who what they call who do the teaching. These are the things. So he said that there are two gaining the material gains and dharma gaining. So when you practice this teaching, you should gain material. That means you should prosperity. You should achieve prosperity. Two is teaching, okay? Secondly is that you should get the teaching also, the Dharma. Okay, so these two are very important. Dharma is on sunyata, material is on rupa, okay? So at the end of the day, you should strike a balance between sunyata and rupa. So the teaching is all the while is come to the level, okay? So we need to understand that, yeah.
Yes, doctor. So we move on to next sutta.
Yeah, is there any question on that? Yeah.
No.
No, doctor.
Yeah. Valkali, yeah.
Okay, 26.10, 10, Valkali.
Yeah.
Thus, I have heard one time the Buddha was staying in Anantapindada's ashrama in Jetavana of Shravasti. At that time, the venerable Valkali was afflicted with the severe illness, lying in his own filth, intending to kill himself with a knife, unable to even to sit up. Then the venerable Valkali said to his attendant, "Bring me a knife. I wish to end my life. For among the disciples of Shramana Gautama, none surpasses me in faith and liberation. Yet today, my mind remains bound by defilements. When disciples of the Tathagata face suffering, they may also seek death by the knife. What use is this life to me? I cannot cross from this shore to the far shore." Now, Valkali's attendant was newly ordained, unaware of the distinctions between this life and the next, ignorant of crossing from shore to shore, and unknowing of rebirth after death. So he handed him the knife. Then Valkali took the knife and with unwavering faith stabbed himself. Then, as Valkali stabbed himself with the knife, he thought, among the disciples of Shramana Gautama, those who act unrighteously gain misfortune, not merit. In the dharma of the Tathagata, they fail to attain realization and instead meet death. Then the venerable Valkali contemplated the five aggregates. This is form. This is the origin of form. This is the cessation of form. This is feeling, perception, volitional formations, and consciousness. This is the origin of feeling, perception, volitional formations, and consciousness. This is the cessation of feeling, perception, volitional formations, and consciousness. Reflecting deeply in these five aggregates, he understood all that is born must die. Realizing this, his mind was liberated from defilements. Then, the venerable Valkali attained parinirvana in the realm of nirvana without remainder. At that time, the Bhagavan, with his divine ear, heard the venerable Valkali had sought death by the knife. The Bhagavan then addressed Ananda, "Gather all the bhikshus residing in Shravasti in one place. I have an announcement to make." The venerable Ananda, obeying the Bhagavan's instructions, assembled the bhikshus in the general meeting hall and reported back. Today, the bhikshus have gathered in one place. Then the Bhagavan, surrounded by the Sangha of bhikshus, went to Valkali's dwelling. At that moment, the evil Mara, Papiyan, sought to discover where the venerable Valkali's consciousness had gone. Is it among humans, non-humans, deities, nagas, spirits, gandharvas, asuras, Garudas, Mahoragas, or Yakshas. Where has this consciousness now arisen? Where does it wander? He searched everywhere, east, west, north, south, the four intermediate directions, above and below, but could not find the consciousness abode. Exhausted and bewildered, Mara Papian vanished. Then the Bhagavan, surrounded by the Sangha of bhikshus, arrived at the dwelling. Observing Mara Papian's attempt to locate the consciousness, the Bhagavan addressed the bhikshus. Do you hear the great sound in dwelling? And do you see strange lights? The bhikshus replied, Indeed, Bhagavan, we have seen it. The Bhagavan said, This while Mara Papian seeks to discover where Valkali's consciousness has gone. Then the Venerable Ananda addressed the Bhagavan. O Bhagavan, please tell us, where has Venerable Valkali's consciousness gone? The Bhagavan replied, Valkali's consciousness is no longer attached to anything. That noble one has attained parinirvana. Understand it thus. Then the Venerable Ananda addressed the Bhagavan. When did Venerable Valkalis realize these four noble truths? The Bhagavan replied, He realized them today at the very end. Ananda said, But this bhikshu had been ill for so long and was originally an ordinary person. The Bhagavan said, Indeed, Ananda, as you say, he endured sufferingly humbly for long. Among all disciples of Shramana Gautama, none surpassed him in faith and potentially for liberation. Yet his mind remained bound by defilements until he thought, I shall end my life with this knife. At that final moment, he contemplated the Tathagata's virtues. When relinquishing life, he reflected on the five aggregates, their origin and cessation. Through the contemplation, all conditioned phenomena ceased for him, and he attained parinirvana. When Ananda heard what the Buddha said, he followed it with joy.
Yeah, this very special, what they call, a very special sutra. We do not understand why he, what they call,
Valkali.
Vulgari.
yeah, why Dali, yeah. Because committing suicide is banned by Buddha. Buddha do not allow to commit suicide. To commit suicide, killing a man is of the same sin, because our life is a life. Okay, so of all the Panchasila, killing of human being, the sin is very strong. So killing yourself also is very strong sin. Okay, but apparently for this kind of high level, maybe their thinking are not the same. Okay, you see, there are many cases where they are self-ignite. They sit there, they go parana, then they burn themselves. Okay, it happened in China also. Okay, this thing. So it's almost like Sisa also. Okay, they bid farewell to the disciple, Okay, then they sit there, suddenly the whole thing burning, Then they burn themselves to ashes. This thing did happen before. Okay, so even this Buddha, his cremation also, the fire also self-ignites. It's not by this thing. That's why for the level we cannot understand. Okay, but this the monk is killed himself by knife. That part definitely we do not agree. We do not agree. So that you just read it. We are not of the level. Try not to follow that. Yeah. So they already he already understand everything. Okay, so he are no longer bound by the Panchaskandha. That's why the Mara cannot identify him. Because Mara can only see him through the Rupa. So when he is not in the rim of Rupa, he cannot see him. Okay, you cannot say he exists or he do not exist. Because the exist or not exist is not in our term. We only see the thing exists by Rupa. Okay, this thing exists. Okay, this Rupa. No. So when the thing is not there, it does not exist. But when a person enter parinirvana, they are not bound by Rupa. No. They are not bound by Panchaskara. They exist in another dimension. Okay, this is the thing. The only thing that we know is that they can appear and disappear at will. Okay, these are the things. So these are the few things that we need to understand. And apparently, this Vasari has suffered a lot. That means even the urine, even the stool coming out, she cannot taking care of himself. Her past karma life must be very serious, no? He must have committed a lot of this a serious mistake in his previous life. So he had to cleanse, no? He had to clear all the karmic, these are the thing, okay? Then some of them, the deed are violence, no? Even Mogalanda Parimana is not peaceful. He's attacked by a mob, no? Attacked by a mob, and many of his bones are actually broken, actually. So he using his supernatural power, he appear himself to Buddha, no? Ask the permission for Pariminama, then go back to his birthplace, no? And finally attend the Nirvana. Okay, this is the thing. Of course, they are already at the stage of Sugata. They're free to come, they're free to go. Okay, so it's beyond our imaginations. Okay, so there are many things that you should not follow. No, we are not at the level. Okay, so one thing, commit suicide is strictly banned. You know, we must understand this thing. So whatever it is, no. Okay, we just read this with some interest. Do not follow this act. Yeah.
Yes. 26.10 Valkali.
Oh, again, yeah.
Thus I have heard one time the Buddha was staying at Anantapinda's ashrama in Jetwana of Shravasti. At that time, the Venerable Valkali was afflicted with a severe illness, lying on his own filth, intending to kill himself with a knife. I think it's
Doctor,
repeating.
it's repeat. It got repeat. Can we go to next slide number 36? 36
Yeah,
page
it's the
number?
same thing actually.
It's
Yeah,
same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
36.
can go to
Which
the
is-
next one, yeah.
Yeah. We can
Yeah.
go to
Yeah.
previous slide. So, doctor, it's new chapter number 27. This chapter is dedicated to the chapter on equal orientation towards the
Yeah,
four
four
noble
noble truths. Yeah,
truths.
four noble truths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaturanga.
So it's EA 27.1. Yes, Baji, can read.
Yeah, we can go, yeah.
Thus, I have heard one time the Buddha was staying at Anantapinda's ashrama in Jetwana of Shravasti. Then Bhagavan addressed the bhikshus. O bhikshus, the dharma we constantly teach is the Four Noble Truths, Chatavari Arya Satyani. We examine these truths through countless skillful means, analyze their meaning, and expound them extensively. What are these four? The truth of suffering is examined through countless skillful means, its meaning analyzed and extensively expounded. You bhikshus should associate with Bhikshus Shariputra, serve and make offerings to him. Why? Because Bhikshus Shariputra expounds these four truths through countless skillful means. When he explains their meanings to beings and the fourfold assembly, innumerable beings become free from dust and defilements, attaining the pure Dharma. Next. Shortly after Bhagavan left, Shariputra addressed these bhikshus. Those who understand the four truths obtain great benefit. What are these four? The truth of suffering is extensively expounded through countless means. What is suffering? Birth, aging, sickness, death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair. Union with the disliked, separation from the loved, not getting with what one wants. In brief, the five aggregates of clinging are suffering. What is the truth of origin? It is craving. What is the truth of cessation? The complete ending of craving. What is the truth of path? The noble eightfold of path. Right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right awareness, and right concentration. Those beings obtain great benefit who hear these four truths, as Venerable Shariputra taught this Dharma. Innumerable beings hearing it become free from dust and defilements, attaining the pure Dharma. We too have obtained great benefit, for Bhagavan has taught us the Dharma and established us in the blessed state. Therefore, the fourfold assembly should seek skillful means to practice these four truths. Thus, bhikshus should you train. When the bhikshus heard what The Buddha said they followed it with joy.
Yeah.
Yes,
So basically, the fourth noble truth that we are living in this world. The world is an illusion, you know. This world is an illusion. Okay, we are always suffer because two reasons. What we want, we couldn't get, you know. What we doesn't want, imposed on you. It's always create this suffering. Okay. So that the world is not perfect, you know. Okay, the world are not perfect. We must always remember this thing. Okay, that's why when we do many things, when you do business, when you do this thing, we face a lot of challenges. We face a lot of this confrontation. Okay, then you should not keep on have a kind of pessimistic thing. You must tell yourself, this world is not perfect. Okay, now this world is not perfect because our mind is not perfect.
yes.
Our mind is not perfect. Okay, Buddha said that my land is clean. You know, you see my land is dirty because your mind is dirty. This the thing. Okay, so the first truth is that the world is not perfect. The second truth is that this imperfection, you know, okay, is caused by ourselves. We are the one who caused this, not the moon, not the sun. Don't blame your parents, don't blame your government, don't blame everywhere. We ourselves caused all this thing, you know. Okay, so then we say that is a pessimist view. But we are too optimistic view, you know. Okay, but don't worry, you know. There is a stage where you can get rid of all the suffering. The nirvana stage. Okay, the stage of emptiness. Okay, then there is a way to get rid of all this suffering. The path. Okay, many people say that Buddha are very pessimist now. Oh, he said that the world full of suffering. No. The first two rules of pessimism, but the last two are very optimistic now. I mean, you can get a stage where you will be happy forever, nirvana, or you always peaceful forever. Okay, this thing. So that you should look at the fourth number two in a balanced view. The world is not perfect. Okay, this imperfection caused by ourselves. That's why we need to train our mind, need to train our consciousness so that our mind will be pure, our mind will be clean. So when the mind is clean, the world is clean. Okay, so when your mind is empty, your mind is clean, then you reach the nirvana stage, then you can enter the kind of permanent peace. No more suffering. This is the teaching of the Four Noble Truths. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, it is talking about the pure dharma, doctor. So it's the view only in which we perceive the world.
Yeah, the view, the world, of course, the world is how you look at it, you know. Okay, this thing, you have to be very careful. Okay, now, the world that we are seeing, you know, okay, when you go to the, what is the constitution of our world? It contribute by, we are built by atoms, no? Okay, what are the components of atom? Electron and proton and neutron, no? What is electron, proton and neutron? At the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, it becomes a wave mechanic. It's a bundle of waves, no? Okay, so it's a bundle of waves. It's not something that is physically bound forever. This thing is a kind of that's why this world is somehow is a kind of illusion, you know. Okay, if you stick to this world, you will get nothing. You stick to this world, you will not get enlightenment. So you have to detach yourself from this world. Okay, you take from this world, then you will not be bound by the Panchaskanda. When you're not bound by the Panchaskanda, then your reincarnation stop, no.
Okay.
Then your reincarnation stop. That is the main teaching of Buddha.
Okay.
Okay, we always say that many people thought that the Buddha said, "Oh, you do good, you get good." No. This is not the teaching of Buddha. No, you do good, you get good. Not only Buddha, many schools also teach you the same thing. Okay, this thing. Everybody knows doing something good, you get something good in return. You know that Buddha to tell you that. Okay,
Yes.
what the Buddha is saying that okay, you detach yourself from Panchaskanda. Okay, you do not attach to this Panchaskanda. Get rid of all these things. You don't come back again. But you do not disappear. You enter into another kind of dimension. You become a Sugata, free to come and free to go. Okay, then time and space can no longer continue. Time and space can no longer continue. You can appear in a million form, in a myriad, simultaneously, You read in the future when we read this, what they call, read this Greenland Sutra, okay, you can appear tens of millions of division, into all the land if you want. At the same time, because space is no longer can continue, okay, then you can travel in time to yesterday, tomorrow, today, tomorrow. Time is no longer an condition that can continue, okay. But of course, this condition is beyond our imagination, because we are living in the Panchaskara world, we are living in this kind of materialistic world. We may not be able to understand all these things. That's why we need to keep on practice. Okay. Practice without any inkling for achievement. Just practice. Okay. Don't practice for anything, because when you practice for anything, you achieve nothing. When you want to practice for anything, that rupa always in your mind, then you can never achieve anything. Yeah, this thing. So when you get rid of everything, you get rid of the emptiness. Then first thing first, you remove all the worry and remove all the fear. Worry and fear come together. These two always come together. When you are worried, you also have fear. Okay, that's why when you in the sutra, these two always link together: worry and fear. Okay, like that we always say in the Heart Sutra said, okay, the Bodhisattva, by achieving nothing, because achieving nothing, he have no longer any worry. Then he have no fear, Okay, then he can see things clearly, Then he achieved the ultimate nirvana. This thing. So in one hand, you started with emptiness, Okay. At the other hand, you achieve nirvana. Achieve nirvana is some achievement. Okay. You detect everything. There's nothing is there. But you must understand, when we say nothing is there, it is not null and void. It's just you do not attach to it. Doesn't mean that you're doing nothing at all. Okay. Immobility is not sunya. You're sitting there doing nothing, immobility. No, that's not practice. Okay. So sunya means like yesterday, in the Nikaya. Okay, the dynamic meditation. So when you are carrying out your duty, you have faced a lot of problems, you face this thing, you can still, your mind can still keep calm, and that is the real meditation. That's the real meditation, okay? So when you come to the higher teaching of this sutra, so eventually you'll come across this kind of teaching, yeah.
Yes, doctor. We move on to next sutta.
27.2.
Yeah.
Thus I have heard. One time, the Buddha was staying at Anantapindita's ashrama in Jetwana of Shravasti. At that time, many bhikshus entered the Shravasti for alms. Then these bhikshus thought, since it is still early for our alms round, let us go to the village of the heretical teachers to debate with them. Then the many bhikshus went to the village of the heretics. Having arrived, they exchanged greetings and sat to one side. The heretical teachers asked, the Shramana Gautama teaches his disciple thus, all you bhikshus should learn this teaching, fully understand it, and having understood it, practice it together. We too teach our disciples thus. You should all learn this teaching, fully understand it, and having understood it, practice it together. How is Shramana Gautama different from us? What does he add or subtract? He teaches the dharma and we teach the dharma. He instructs and we instruct. Having heard these words, the many bhikshus neither approved nor disapproved, but simply rose from their seats and left. Then the bhikshus said to one another, we should report this matter to Bhagavan. Then the many bhikshus entered Shravastis for alms. After the meal, they put away their robes and bows, placed their sitting mats over their left shoulder, went to where the Bhagavan was, prostrated at his feet, and sat to one side. Then the bhikshus fully reported this matter to Bhagavan. Next. Then the Bhagavan addressed the bhikshus. When those heretics ask you this, you should reply, is there one ultimate truth or many? If they speak of equality, you should say, there is one ultimate truth, not many. Is this ultimate truth attaining through desires or non-desire? The ultimate truth is attaining through non-desire. Is it attaining through hatred or non-hatred? It is attaining through non-hatred. Through delusion or non-delusion? Through non-delusion. Through craving or non-craving? Through non-craving. Through grasping or non-grasping? Through non-grasping. Is it attained by the wise or the unwise? By the wise. Is it attained by the angry or the non-angry? You should declare it is attained by the non-angry. Bhikshus, there are these two views, the view of existence and the view of non-existence. Those Shamanas and Brahmanas who do not understand the origin and end of these two views develop minds of desire, hatred, delusion, craving and grasping. They are ignorant. With angry minds, their practice is inconsistent. They are not freed from birth, aging, sickness, death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair, not freed from suffering. But those Shamanas and Brahmanas who know this, as it truly is become free from delusion and hatred, their practice becomes consistent and they are freed from birth, aging, sickness, and death. Now, I declare the root of suffering. Thus, Bhikshus, this wonderful dharma is called the dharma of equality. Those who do not practice this dharma of equality fell into 5 wrong views. Now I will explain the 4 kinds of clinging. What are the 4? They are clinging to sensual pleasures, clinging to views, clinging to rules and rituals, and clinging to a doctrine of self. If some Shamanas and Brahmanas fully understand clinging to sensual pleasures but don't practice accordingly, they merely discriminate among the names of clingings. First, distinguishing the name of sensual clinging but not distinguishing the names of view clinging, rules, ritual clingings and self clinging. Why? Because they cannot distinguish these 3 clingings. Some may distinguish sensual clinging and view clinging but not rules, ritual clinging and self clinging. Being unable to distinguish these 2, others may distinguish sensual clinging, view clinging and rules, rituals clinging but not self clinging, being unable to distinguish this one. Thus, some Shamanas and Brahmanas may distinguish all clingings, yet still be incomplete. These are called the 4 clingings. What is their meaning? How are they to be distinguished? These 4 clingings all arise from craving. Thus, O Bhikshus, this wonderful dharma should be properly discerned. If one does not practice regarding these cleansings, this cannot be called the path of equality. Why? Because the meaning of dharma is profound and hard to comprehend. Such meanings that contradict the dharma are not what the Tathagata teach. Bhikshus should know. The Tathagata fully comprehends all cleansings. Having full comprehended them, he acts accordingly, distinguishing clinging to sensual pleasures, views, rules, ritual, and self. Therefore, the Tathagata, having completely discerned all clingings, is in perfect harmony with the Dharma without any contradiction. From what do these 4 clinging arise? They arise from craving, grow by craving. When one fully understands these clingings, one no longer gives rise to them. Not giving rise to them, one becomes free from fear. Being free from fear, one attains nirvana. Birth is exhausted. The noble life has been lived. What was to be done has been done. There is no more coming to any state of being. This one knows as it truly is. Thus, O Bhikshus, this wonderful dharma should be known as it truly is, as the foundation of all dharma practice. Why? Because this dharma is supremely subtle, as proclaimed by all Buddhas, leaving no aspect of existence unaccounted for. Therefore, O Bhikshus, there is the first type of Shramana, the second, the third, and the fourth. Beyond these, there is no superior Shramana, none who surpass them. Thus should the lion's roar be proclaimed. When the Bhikshus heard what the Buddha said, they followed with it with joy.
Yes, doctor.
Yeah. So actually, here this third point is the wrong practice. Normally, the two kind of practice. No, okay. The attachment to existent and non-existent. Okay, there are two schools. No, okay. Either of the school they are wrong. So you see there are many Baba in India.
Yeah.
This thing. No, they promote existence. No, the existence means craving. Okay, they go for free sex. Okay, then they say, oh, relax, relax. Why take life so serious? No, enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. The school of existence. Okay, they go for craving. Okay, then and also they take drug. Okay, they take drug. They want to feel relaxed. No, so when they cannot relax, they take drugs. Okay, and there are also drugs. No, okay, ganja is one of them. The opium is one of them, and also the poisonous mushroom. No, mushroom. Okay, this what they call this amanita. This mushroom. The mushroom also is, even kill you, but you hallucinate. You know. So like you take the amanita, this mushroom, you can see all the small angel. You know. Okay, then they thought that they have seen the angel. Okay, or they take the snake poison. Okay, the cobra poison. When they take cobra, they get high, you know. They get high. Okay, then they lick the poison, everything, you know. And this kind of school, the school of existence. Okay, they go for senses. They say, oh, why should you worry? You know, relax, relax. No, this idiot. You know, they the school. Then another one is another extreme. The school of non-existent. They practice null and void. Nothing, you know. Okay, they sometimes they also naked. That's why they go for nothing. Okay, they nothingness. No, okay, they don't do anything. They're sitting there, they don't do anything. Sometimes they live for a long life. No, 100 years, 130 years, 200 years. No, okay, they just drink some simple water. This thing, too simple food. They go for nothing. These two, Buddha said, don't go for these two extremes. Emptiness does not mean null and void, remember. Emptiness, then you do not attach to it, you know. Doesn't mean that you throw it away and sitting there doing nothing, you know. No, this is not a teaching, you know. This thing. So when people say sunya, sunya empty, you know. Empty doesn't mean, oh, we're sitting in a quiet place, we don't want to do anything. This sunya, no, this is not sunya, no. This is nihilism, you know. Buddha banned this, no. Okay, so these two schools you should not go into. These two schools always create problems. Okay, the school of existence, where there are a lot of craving, there are a lot of senses go after after the senses. No, okay, then they take drug, they hide themselves. Then another school is that null and void. They throw away everything, no, nothing. The word, nothing to do with them. Okay, that one also is also wrong. No? Okay, so you should try a balance. Okay, we should detach from everything. Okay, yet you should do your duty. That's why you always say, no. Okay, what they call a yogi. Okay, he know that he have done his duty. What needs to be done is done, you know. Okay, he have done his duty. Then he laid out the burden. Then he know that okay, no more. No more next life, you won't come back anymore. Okay, so that will be the teaching. Now, okay, when we read the sutra, sometimes sutra can be very long. Okay, this thing, we need to catch the central teaching, catch the center point we do. And this is also the characteristic of Zen school. Okay, we don't go for many language, we don't go for many type of this. We only get the center teaching or do. Okay, so in the sutra I said two things you should not think to: the permanent, the wheel of existence, or and non-existent, or the existent when they go for senses. They are worshipper, no? They worship the senses thing, no? Okay, there is a lot. There's a lot. You look at India, you look at Mahaguru, you look at what have they done, you know? Okay, many of them promote free sex. Okay, they say, what was you control yourself? Oh, Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. Nothing. These are idiots, no? Okay, and many of them see hell before they die, you know. Okay, at the night they are wearing their this thing. They're in a very no. They definitely go to hell. Even before they go, they when they're old, no, they saw the hell, no, before they enter there, no. So you have to be very careful with all this stupid guru, no. These things, do not follow them, no. Okay, they just say, oh, relax. No. Relax is not in this way. Relax is not in this way. So we observe reverse counting. Okay, we see things clearly. Then after that, we can we can detach to this thing. That is a real peace, no. That's a real teaching. That is a real practice. Okay, not by involving all this sort of sensory activity, you know. Okay, then they go for music, they go for dancing, they go for this thing. Nah. This thing would not bring anything to us. Yeah. Any questions? I think we have a few more minutes there. I think maybe we do some conclusion, you know, of what we have for today. Today, actually, we have two groups of this sutra. Okay, one is about the paridimana of Mogaranda and also Sariputra. Okay, we feel a bit sad because they are at the end of the day. But Buddha said that he have no sorrow, no. You know, everything should come to an end. Okay, he have no sorrow. Okay, he said there are countless Buddha, they have countless this thing happen again and again. No. Anything exists, it will destroy. Anything that come to existence will be destroyed. You know. So don't get sorry about that. Don't feel sad about that. You know. So you should prepare yourself. That's why I always remember the six patriarchs, you know, of the Hui Nana, the Zen. Okay, so he predicted his paridimana. He said after 3 months, I will bid you all goodbye. Then his disciples started crying, you know. Started crying. Then I asked, why are you crying? You cry because I'm leaving? Okay. You cry for yourself or you cry for me? Okay, you should not cry for me, you know. I know when I'm leaving. I know where I'm leaving, you know. You doesn't know when you're leaving. You doesn't know where you're going, you know. And you crying for me? No, you could cry for yourself. It's a very famous statement, you know. Cry for yourself. Don't cry for me, you know. This thing, you know. Okay, and his body preserved until today, you know. 1,000 over years preserved until today. This thing. So there are a few monks, their body preserved until today. Another one is the one who go to Japan, Shenzhen. Okay, also preserved until today. This thing. Okay, then the great monk like Paridimana, this what they call this, the Sariputra, Mogaranda. Okay, they predicted their Paridimana long before. Normally 3 months, no, before that. No, even present day in Thailand, you know, I have seen. You can go to YouTube. You can see the last sermon, you know. Okay, after the last sermon, ask them follow Panchasila, practice this thing, then they die on the spot, you know. On the spot, this thing, they have achieved the state of Sukata, free to come and free to go. Okay, but of course you can practice to that state to be very good. But the question is not easy, not easy. Okay, this is a thing. That's why you need to prepare for your life, you know, for this thing. You cannot destroy life, no. You can destroy the body, but you cannot destroy life. Okay. Many people say that Buddha said that there's no soul. Okay, so that they don't believe there's any soul for reincarnation. Buddha does not say there's no soul, no. Buddha said there's no static soul. Because some people believe there's no. You have a soul. Okay, this year you become a human being. After you die, you come back again. Okay, next time you become a donkey. Okay, you come back again. Okay, next time you become a deva. You come back again. Never come back, no, not like that. You don't have a static soul. You become a human being, your soul become a human being. You become a donkey, your soul become a donkey. You know? You become a deva, your soul become a deva. You become a naga, your soul become a naga. Your soul will keep on changing. You know? There's no static form. Buddha do not say there's no soul.
Okay.
Okay, Atma. No. Buddha never say that. But Buddha said there's no static Atma. No. Okay, so you all don't put a lot of labels to the head of Buddha. No. Many people, no, they say that Buddha said that there's no soul. Then no soul, how? Who is reincarnated? Reincarnation, of course, you need a soul to reincarnate. You know. Okay, only thing is that this soul is not static. We didn't call it soul. No. We don't call it soul. I think there's another term, this thing. But in Zen, we are not interested in all these things. No. We don't want to discuss too many things of this thing. Okay, we are discussing nothing to do with enlightenment. No.
Yes.
But you should not keep on putting label on the head of Buddha. No.
Yeah.
Okay, this a thing. Okay, many people say that Buddha atheist. You do not believe in God. No. Buddha are not concerned with God. You know. Whether you believe in God, you doesn't believe in God is none of his business. No. Okay, but you cannot say he said that there's no God. He never said that. No. We have so many sutras. We sutras say that there's no God. Brahmana, they want to believe in Brahma. No. Of course they believe in God. No. Buddha never go against them. No.
Yeah.
Even Anathapindika asked Buddha, can he worship the fire god? Buddha said, you don't worship three types of fire. No. Okay, the green fire. Okay, the angry fire, okay, the hatred fire, okay, and then ignorance fire. Then whatever fire you want to worship up to you. This thing. So until the end, Anathapindika he is the abbot, you know, of the Zoroastrians. He is the chief abbot, you know, of Zoroastrians. Okay, to the very end. But he entered the stream and the river. No? That means he will become Arahant. So that he is a God believer, but they do not prevent him to become Arahant. Yeah, this sort of thing. That's why we need to be very when we read the sutra, okay, the main purpose of reading a sutra so that we get to the right teaching of Buddha. So that we will not be influenced by all those short-sighted scholars. There are many scholars around. They simply talk, you know. They simply pluck something from the air, simply talk, you know. Like yesterday, we said that many claim that Buddha speak in Pali, you know. They don't even do homework, you know, before they say anything, you know. Pali, the term not yet exists. How to speak in a language that do not exist, you know. Okay, and some of them they say that Buddha go against Sanskrit, no. Sanskrit not yet exists. How to go against something that never exists yet, no. Idiot, you know. They want to say something, so they never do any homework, you know. They never do any homework, you know. This other thing, okay. The language keep on changing.
Yeah.
Language every 300 to 400 years change, you know.
Yes.
I know, especially for the Chinese, we know because the time the phonetic, we have the phonetics spelling of the Chinese language 400 years ago. So some scholars try to voice it up. We cannot understand anything. No? We cannot understand. It's Chinese, but we cannot understand. Okay, but luckily Chinese, you see, when you speak in Hindi, what you speak and what you write is the same, you know, phonetic, you know. What you speak, what you write, but Chinese is very different, you know. What you speak and what you write are a different thing, you know. Okay, what you write a symbol, you know, nothing to do with what you speak, you know. Nothing to do with what you speak. That's why the Chinese they are like Indian now. We have a lot of languages, 100 of languages now. Okay, but one thing that the writing system is the same. Writing system is the same for all. Okay, even for the Japanese now. Even for the Japanese, okay, this a thing. That's why when the Japanese written in Chinese now, okay, we can also understand what they wanted to say. But when they speak, we cannot understand. Okay. Now, even my wife, no, okay, speak different dialect. Now, when he speak in the mother tongue with the father, I also can understand. You know? I also can understand. So if they want to speak something secret, also, I don't understand. You know? Because there's another language for me. You know? Even if we are Chinese, no, we understand. But when come to writing, it's the same. You know. When come to writing, it's the same. So that is the peculiarity of the Chinese language. Okay, this thing. So, but now you have to be very careful with those scholar. Okay, now and another misconception is that they say that Mahakasyapa gathered 500 people, you know, to ask the Ananda okay, to recall, what they call, to recite the sutra. No such thing, no. The 500 is for the Vinaya, no. Is to ask Upali to take out all the record, okay. They compile the Vinaya, 255 Vinaya, nothing. Then after that, the sutra is already written there, no. Then it's Ananda. It's Ananda who classified the sutra into 4 volumes, no. Ekotara, what they call Samyutta, this what they call
Majjhim.
this Madhya and Nika, yeah. Four categories. The one is done by Ananda, but it's not deciphered from memory, It's already there. You see, Upali is an outcast, Upali is a lowest.
Barbar.
He also know how to write, That means writing in India is a very common practice. Many people know how to write, okay, and many people know how to prepare the palm leaf, because palm leaf are much easier than paper. Okay, to prepare the palm leaf, okay, they prepare a palm leaf, they cut the palm leaf, they boil it in they boil in I think turmeric water, I think, okay, to treat the thing. Then after that they press it, they start put on the dry. It's much easier. Then after that they use the stylus, to write it on the palm leaf. Many people know how to write. Many people. So that time during the Buddha's time, and they have the wax tablet, the wax tablet, the tablet, they put the wax there, they can write, They can write. Then after that they can hit it, then they can erase it and use it again and again. Okay. They use the wax tablet to take notes. Okay. After that they sit down together. Okay. They compile it. Okay. Then once the comparison is done, they carve it on the palm leaf. What is palm leaf? You cannot change. It stick there. Okay, then after that, when after Buddha passed away, they Ananda, started to collect all these things, then classify into the sutra into a few categories. Okay, but they say that Ananda recite from memory, no such thing, During Buddha's time, there's one religious what do you call? A group died, okay. That religious is promote ahimsa, okay. But there's disciple, because they don't agree what they disciple, they fight and they kill each other, So the Buddha said they don't kill but they kill each other, Okay, why? Because they never record down the teaching. If you do not record down the teaching, everybody can say, oh, Buddha said like that, That even the extent, everybody say, oh, Dr. Lim said this, I say, no. Anything said that, where is the written proof, Okay, so in the extent, anybody wanted to quote me that Dr. Lim said this, say, hey, where is the written proof, You don't say, oh, Dr. Lim, I heard him in that meeting say that this, no. Just by hearing, it cannot be counted, Anybody can pluck something from the air, say that Buddha say something, Okay, even during the Buddha's time, even one monk said that, Buddha said that he can have sex with none, You say, no such thing, We say, yes, Buddha said that. So even in front of Buddha, He said that, you say that, Actually, Buddha said that the Brahmana, you can have sex, in a family. Not Brahmana. The fellow confused, Buddha said, get the record. When have I said that, Where is the record that I have said that? That means, whatever Buddha have said, there is a proper record, During his time, not after him, Not after him. So the sutra is this, they said, thus have I heard. This is a real time note taking, not after 100 years after him or 200 years. No. It's real time. So the sutra is a real time record of what he is talking about. So you have to be very careful. There are many scholars, they simply talk, Okay. What we do not agree is that they say that the sutra is always by memory, By memory. Two problems, Okay, when by memory everybody can claim that Buddha said that, what is the proof? After 100 years, Buddha said that, no. Buddha do not agree with this, Buddha agree with that. If you don't write it now, then how? That's why the during the Buddha's time, there are a lot argument about the Vinaya. Okay. Then the Mahakasapa asked everybody to come to write down all the rules, Upali, Upari. And Upari is not from memory, He record it down, All the record. So all the sutra is recorded during the time of Buddha, not after him. Only thing a language may change. After that, the language change, they translate now, but it's already written during the time of Buddha. Okay. Then another thing is that now we have two set of sutra, Āgamas and Nikaya.
Yes, doctor.
Āgamas is in North India, Okay, I think it's from Taksasila. It combined Taksasila. So it brought on the north, it bring to China. It's always from the north. Okay. Then the Nikaya is in Telangana, that side. Telangana is what they call Tamil Nadu, the southern India, the side, Then they go to Sri Lanka. Okay. Nikaya is not compiled in Sri Lanka, Nikaya is compiled in India.
India.
In India, not in Sri Lanka. But many scholars keep on claiming that it compiled in Sri Lanka. No. It's compiled in India, southern India. Okay, and the prince that go to Sri Lanka is a prince from South India, not the prince of Asoka. The prince of Asoka never go to Sri Lanka, never. Because they from the relics, they can know.
Oh.
They don't have any relic of Asoka, but they have a lot of relics from the Telangana, everything. You see, you go to Telangana, this Nagarjuna Konda, many relics is the same as Sri Lanka. That means you can trace the Sri Lanka one to southern India, not Asoka. Not Asoka. So those scholars better do some homework before they say anything. They just simply pluck something from the air, simply talk. Oh, they say that Asoka sent the prince to Sri Lanka. After the prince not stand up, even send the daughter or send the princess. They don't even follow the Panchaskandha, then how to claim that they follow the teaching of Buddha? They are not following the teaching of Buddha, no. And they build so many statues, they build so many vihara, they do so many things that is against the teaching of Buddha. We do not agree with them. These are the thing, And they claim the holiness, they claim this thing, Simply claim, Okay. So being a scholar, better do some homework,
Yes.
They must do some homework before they simply talk anything, simply say anything. So that the Mahakassapa, the first gathering, okay, is not asking Naranda to recite from memory. Everything already recorded down in a palm leaf, They just compile it. But it's true that it's Ananda who compiled the sutra into 4 sections. The first one is Ekotara.
Yeah.
Ekotara is the first one to be. Ekotara is the main.
Yeah.
Let's say we transfer the Ekotara, 50% of job.
Yeah.
Okay. Then after that, the Sunyata, Samyutta. Samyutta is the miscellaneous one, The miscellaneous. Then the
Majjhima.
Middle, then the long one, the Dirgha, the long sutra.
Yeah.
These are the basic sutra. Other than the long sutra, the long sutra like this, Lotus Sutra, Vimarakriti Sutra.
Yeah.
What they call this Paramita Sutra. Okay, this Dhamma Sutra, Then this a lot of sutra, but there is a higher sutra.
Yeah.
There is a higher sutra, but there is a lot of what they call, a lot of fairy tale. Then Nagarjuna go to the Naga palace, go to there. He collected all these things throughout India and compiled it in Sri Bhava University. It's not from the palace of Naga. It's already there now. Only thing is loose here and there now. He collected it. Even Senchang, Senchang in India collected a lot of sutra throughout the whole India. So when the Senchang bring back to China, not only the backup of Nalanda, also a lot of sutra brought to China. These are the things. That's why now we should have a proper understanding of the history.
Yeah.
Okay. We should throw away all this fairy tale.
Yeah.
This fairy tale, this thing, this doesn't make sense. Throw away. Or this a thing now. Go into sutra. Go into sutra now. We don't want to follow many teaching of many gurus.
Yeah.
Many of them, they my goodness. I have shown one guru, Okay, he said that what is the point of reverse counting? I threw it away. He said, no, relax. I want to relax. A Zen meditator, give this kind of teaching, you follow them, you die, You follow this guru, you go you go to Netherlands. My goodness, this idiot, Okay, they thought that meditation is for relaxation, Meditation is not for relaxation, Meditation is for you to see the work really, You do not need meditation to relax, Yeah, these are the thing. That's why we have to be very careful with all those scholars. Okay, this is the thing. Now it's good that we already restate back the sutra to India. Okay,
Yes.
then the people can access the teaching of Buddha directly. Okay, rather than go through those what they call those those overzealous scholars. Those scholars never do any homework, never do any homework. Simply talk, simply this thing. That's why we need to be very careful with them. Okay, but now we are in a good track, Okay, we established back everything in India now. Okay, so next month we're going to launch the Ekotara. Then at the same time we're going to launch back the university.
Yes, Doctor.
One of the tries back the university is back. Because we have seen that in China. One scholar compiled back the sutra, the university continue.
Yes, Doctor. And we
Yeah.
have got strong foundation of sutras to establish the university.
We are not interested in the campus, no. Okay, we are not interested in the physical structure of university. Even Xuan Zhang, we are not interested in him physically, We are interested in his contribution, his teaching, not how he look. No, of course we respect him. Okay, but we are not going to study him, Even Kumarajira, we don't study Kumarajiva. Nothing to study about him, We study his work, Okay, the university was mounted the sutra, not the campus. Now they want to re-establish back the university, They build all the spaceship time, the ultra-modern building, for what? Spend so much money, until now. What have they done? Nothing. Yeah, this is the thing. That's why now we have to be very careful. So we must go back to the center point of sutra. One, the sutra is established, the university is established, not the campus,
Yeah.
not the physical building.
Yes.
Okay, then they talk a lot, Oh, they want to have a green building, it's a modern building, spaceship building. No, we're not interested in the building. This thing. So I think that's all for today. Is there any more questions?
There are no online questions, Doctor, but I had one. At the time of Buddha's parinirvana announcement, Ananda wept the tears. Also, today in our sutta, when Buddha saw the relics of Sariputta and Mahamoggallana, he said the Sangha has suffered a great loss. How do we understand this then?
You mean the Sangha? I couldn't get you. The Sangha?
Buddha said that Sangha has suffered a great loss.
Yeah, great loss. Yeah. Of course, it's a great loss. The Sariputra and Moggallana, they are the teacher.
Yeah.
They teach a lot. Like you see the fourth noble truth, the eighth noble path. This Sariputra use a lot of means, no? There are a lot of things to accommodate the teaching. So, of course, the passing away is a great loss.
Okay.
But Buddha said that he have no sorrow.
Yes.
These things sure have to come.
Yeah.
And he had got too many Buddha, no?
Yeah.
Okay. And many Buddha also have two or three disciples like them, It have been many times happened in the history, Okay. Just accept it as it is.
Yes. Yes, Doctor.
Anything, any rupa, there is an origin, there is an end, So four stages. Okay. Origin, development, decay, and disappearance. Four things. Okay,
Yes,
it's always there. Okay, yeah. So that Sariputra, this Moggallana, there cannot be any except Mahakassapa. Mahakassapa still living, He is in Samadhi, okay, waiting for the what they call material Buddha to come. Okay, and occasionally he appear, Even Sensang, I met him in India. Sensang, in history, he mentioned Sensang, I think, surrounded by lions, lions, so he very worried, Then after that, this one monk, very stately, okay, ask him not to worry, this thing, then lead him out from the danger. Then when he explained this to his teacher in Nalanda, the teacher told him that what he had met is Mahakasepa. So occasionally he appear. Occasionally he appear. I think there's one Western monk also met him, and he give him some coaching. Okay, so they are sugata, they can appear, disappear as wish. Okay, there are 4 disciples of Buddha that never go into Nirvana. One is Mahakasepa, one is Rahula, the son of Buddha. Okay, and another 2 I cannot remember. They are going to meet Maitreya Buddha
Maitreya.
to pass the ropes and the bowl of Sakyamuni to him. Then their job will be ended. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, doctor.
Yeah. So I think that's all for today's lesson. See you
Yes,
again next
doctor.
week.
Yeah. Thank you so much
Thank you
for
so much,
your
doctor.
time, doctor.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining with us. It means a lot to us. You give your valuable time and appear on
Yeah,
this
yeah.
Sunya Talks.
Yeah, most
thank
welcome.
Thank you.
See you again. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Bye,
bye, doctor.
Bye-bye.
So that has bring to the end of our today's Sunya Talks. Pretty interesting. The
Yes.
Parinirvana and the disciples are showing the reverence of respect to go and extinguish themselves before the teacher extinguishes completely. Also, we touched upon the dynamic meditation again today. What is the takeaway? Is everything is impermanent, but in the facing of life's challenges, how we maintain our calm. Also, this is also the great teaching out of the today's session. So thank you, Baji, for reading
Thank you
with
so
us
much.
today. We see you next Saturday for Samyukta Nikaya Hindi Talk. Till then, take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.